Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Copper Age. How's it going, guys? My name is MLG Gamer, and welcome to the Copper Age Update Showcase. So much things have been added. So much things have just been added in the last week. So let me start you off. So you know how copper has been so, how you say, it's been very abundant in worlds, right? And you're like, well, what do I do with this? I mean, yeah, you have other building blocks you can use to build with it, but it doesn't really have much of a use. What are we supposed to do with this? Ladies and gentlemen, we can make armor and tools for copper. See, this is the copper armor in its full glory. Let me put this on actually, just because I wanna see it for myself. Oh, I need to put the sword in my hand. Hold on 1 second. We're gonna put this on. Come on. Hold on, wait 1 second. I'm not doing this correctly at all. Hold on. I'll show you what spawn egg is in my hand in a few, by the way. I want to show that exactly. Yeah, I'll just do the other one this way. Hold on, give me a second. Check me out. I love this copper armor. It looks so cool. Now, I should probably say right off the bat that everything copper basically oxidizes except for the armor and the tools, which I was hoping they would do. Like, you should be able to, it should oxidize or have something to do with lightning or something, but it's alright. This is good though. This is copper armor. It looks so good. I love it. I love it so much. Okay, so we can now make copper armor with the copper, but we can also make, well, I just had it here, but a copper sword. We can make a copper sword. Let me just give back to them. Yeah. You can now make a copper sword, a copper axe, a copper pickaxe, a shovel, and a hoe. Yes, I did pose these quintet of things personally. This is amazing. It looks amazing. Now, there's been a few other blocks that have been added. A few other things. First of all, we should start by saying copper now has its own nugget. Copper nuggets. So now you can break down your copper ingots into nuggets. But the nuggets can then be used to make some of these stuff. Look at this. So, firstly, I should probably start by saying we have these new copper torches. Let me just place some of them down. As you can see, sorry, let me just, yeah. As you can see, green fire. So to craft this, let me see if I can get the crafting recipe up here. Hold on. Where's the crafting table? Editor Jerome here. Something I was thinking about while I'm editing this, they could have also done a copper and steel as well, where we could actually make our own green fire. I think that would have been really cool. Another thing that would be cool is if we could have made campfires with the copper nugget as well, like a green campfire. The crafting recipe for... Let me see if I can find it. It's not allowing me to use it, is it? Hold on, let me find it. I wonder if it would show the copper torch crafting recipe. Hold on. It's not showing. Alright. That's alright. That's okay. The copper torch recipe basically Yeah, the copper torch recipe is basically to get the copper torch. Well, all you need, you take your normal sticks and your coal like you normally would, but you're gonna add a single nugget on top of it, and it's as good as the normal torches. They have the same light level, 14, I think it is. So, the torch is really it's really interesting to see, to have another type of torch ready. And then the copper torches can then be turned into these things, the copper lanterns, and obviously they all oxidize. So to get the copper lanterns now, you take the torch and you surround it with 8 of these nuggets, basically, and you get those. You get the copper lanterns. Now the copper lanterns, obviously they oxidize over time. So you have for the purpose of this showcase, these are all waxed versions of each. So waxed versions would be, so like you've added the honey combs to them. They will not, in this case, they will not oxidize into the next level. So this is the regular waxed ones. This is the I guess the exposed copper ones. This is the weathered. These 3 are weathered, and these are the fully oxidized ones right here. And they're all waxed, and they have waxed and unwaxed versions of each. But the waxed ones are supposed to prevent them from oxidizing. And you can also make chains with these. I think you use I can't remember the crafting recipe for the chains, but I think it's like 6 or so. No, not 6. Yeah, 6 copper, I think, to make it. Oh, sorry, no, chains. Sorry, I'm dumb. It is a single ingot and 2 nuggets, just like how you would make your iron ones. And obviously, they do oxidize over time. They have their 4 states. Yeah, these are the wax versions. If I take the axe on them, they will eventually oxidize into up to the oxidization point. You can also use the copper to make bars, like jail bars. So you have the normal ones. These are the normal ones. These are the exposed ones, the weathered ones, and the oxidized ones. And we also have a new chest, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, we also have a new chest, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not sure what that noise is, by the way, if you hear anything. But yeah, so you have a new chest, which I will explain in a few moments. So this one is a brand new chest. It is a copper chest. Do you hear that cool sound it makes? Makes a really good sound. I like it. But this chest is a part of a brand new mob, which I will explain in just a few minutes. Just a few. So they added a brand new mob. You probably saw it on my skin, by the way. We got a copper golem. Now, for those who don't remember, because I remember, at that Minecraft Live with the mob votes, when the alley won, when we got to see the alley, and I think I showed this off in the update showcase before, the alley was chosen as the mob vote winner. But Copper Golem and what was the other one? The Glare had been voted out, so they were considered mob vote losers. Well, the rules said that they wouldn't add any more. They wouldn't add the rest of them. But what ended up happening is the Copper Golem ended up getting added. So let me show you. So this, you have to take a block and a pumpkin, a carved pumpkin, or a pumpkin, or a jack-o'-lantern. Voila! Welcome the Copper Golem to the game. And so what it does basically, as you can see, it's going into the chests. So what it does is it can sort out different things into different chests. Let me get a chest right now so I can demonstrate this properly. So I'm going to do something like, I'm going to put like 2 double... Also, you can double chest the copper chest, I meant to say as well. But let me put some random stuff in here. So I'm going to put like half of these in here, and maybe half of these in here. And then I'm going to put one of them in here. They usually grab a group of 16. Yeah. What they do is they should go through each of the chests. Hopefully it will come back down to the middle. But the idea is that it would go through the chest, and it would, right now it's looking for it, but it can hold a group of about 16 of them. So it's looking through the chest right now to see if there's anything. Watch it now. Nothing in there. You just need to go to this one. This one. See? Now it's, you see how I grabbed it? Now it's going into the chest, and it's putting it inside the chest. You see how it's sorting the chest now? It's sorting what's in the... It's literally sorting the stuff. That is so cool, right? So, initially, the copper golem's functionality was that he would be able to press buttons. He would be able to press... They would add a copper button. If he had one, he would have added a button, and they'd just press buttons. And I was like, I didn't see why it would have won the mob vote, because it's not like, unless you're a redstone person, you wouldn't really have a reason to use the copper golem. But they changed the functionality to be chest sorters, and now they are perfect. They are amazing. I really like that it you know, sorts out the stuff as well. It's you see how it's now all stacked up and everything. Let me try another one. I'm gonna put another. See, notice that something's in there. Now it's going into the chest. Not there. So it goes in here. Coming. Hold on a minute. Sorry about that. But as I was saying, right? So you see that they sort out the chest basically, and they allow for you to sort your chest out in a better way, which I know I haven't had a problem with sorting out chests, so this is going to be extremely useful. But the copper golem also has another feature. The golems can give the copper golem a flower. So let me just... I'm trying to see if I can get one of them to like give the flower. He's giving the flower. He's giving the flower. Copper golem, go 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 go. This one's giving the flower. He's giving them the flower. Come on. That one was giving the flower a while ago. Hold on. Can I get him to come over here? He just did the thing, man. Basically, he puts the flower on the head of the copper golem. It's really cool. Let me see if I can give more of them. But yeah, the copper golems do oxidize over time. You can wax them. But if they do oxidize over time into the blue section, into this color right here where the chest is, after a while, they'll turn into a statue. Now, this is where I need to show the statues. The statue is... See if I can find it. I want to find a statue. Where is it? Oh, also they redid the dye as well. How they look. It looks way better now. But if the copper statue is gonna stay... Let me just show it. Let me just show the statue. Statue. Yeah, so they have 4 variants. This is the copper statue. This is the first one. Now, normally you'd have to wait to fully oxidize them, and then you can use your axe and get them to this stage, or to this stage, or to this stage, or if they're already in this stage, just leave it. You use and there's a wax version, and then there's a regular set of them. So that's really cool and all. And they can be posed. Let me see if I can get it to pose. There's a way you can pose them apparently. How do you do it? How do you pose them? I don't remember how you pose them. Let me put myself in game mode survival. Hold on. Maybe that's how you do it. Game mode S. There's a way you can pose them though. I know there's a way you can pose them. I'm not sure how to do it, but they can be posed. Oh, you just hit them. Okay. Yeah. So as you can see, it has 4 poses. You have the standing up, the sitting down, the running, and the jumping, I guess, or you know. So this is going to make for very interesting like builds and things you can do with them. I almost forgot to mention that the copper golem statues can also give off redstone signals depending on which pose it is. I forget exactly what the strengths are. You can experiment with that on your own, but the statues poses do give off a redstone signal. But the copper golem is versatile, at least. So if you want it to be alive, just make sure to oxidize. If you want it to be a certain color or whatever, make it wheat, and then get yourself. Sorry, game mode. It's supposed to be game mode. It's supposed to be creative. Sorry. Give me like 1 second. Yeah, so you just slap them. So you just hit them basically. You just go boom, boom, and you can change the pose like that. So that's really cool. And if you want to get them back to being alive, all you need to do is do this. You hit them with the axe constantly. If they reach this stage, voila, he's alive, and he'll go back to organizing your stuff for you, and you'll walk around and do whatever. And you can do this as well with this guy. Oh wait, can't do that. Yeah, you can do the same thing. And they're back. See? They're alive. So that's really cool. The next thing that they added though, well, we can, hopefully they'll give the, hey, see, look, see, did it. See, look, Copper Golem has the rose on his head, the poppy on his head. So that's fun. So if you want to, you know, have that around in your base, that looks cool as well. I'm gonna have to slash kill everybody, sadly. I'm gonna slash kill him. No? Okay, hold on, I can't do that. Hold on, give me a second. I know what I'm doing. At E. Sorry. And they do drop copper if you kill them. It's saddening, I know, but you know. I should also show the copper chest. They can double. I think if you're double chesting them, you can cause them to. You can cause them to sort of deoxidize a little bit, depending on how it is. So, like for example, this one is a waxed one, a regular one. You can double chest it. If it's blue, you can show it that way. Oh yeah. They seem to take up the more likely, most non-oxidized version. So you can kind of mix it, match. You can do whatever you need to do. But something interesting that has also been added to the game is the the shelves. Sorry. So now you can place items. You can make it with any wood. So oak wood, dark oak, birch, jungle, acacia. Actually, that's not dark oak. That might be spruce actually, or maybe this is spruce. I don't know. And then you have your mangrove, your cherry blossom, pale, bamboo, crimson, and warped. To make these, it's very simple. All you need is 6 stripped wood. It's very easy. Like all you do is take your axe on the wood and the trees and just tap it, and you'll get the stripped wood. And you get 6 of those, and you get 6. And the crafting recipe says 6 of them, 3 across in 2 of the rows, and you get 6 of those shelves. Now, the shelves, you can put a bunch of stuff in there. You can hold a stack of items in each thing. So this is supposed to be a stack of poppies and stack of iron and all that. You can hold up to a stack in each section. You can put your axe in. You can put anything in. Oh, I'm sorry. You can put your pawn eggs in, and put anything in it, basically. Just know that each section will hold a stack of them. But here's the kicker for the shelf, because this is where it gets good. Let me show where's the redstone block. You can power these things, right? If you power this, basically, what's going to happen is they're going to join up. The shells are going to join up. Let me just get a torch. Let me break this. They can also join up like sorry, whoops. And join up like so. So you see, now you have one shelf. Now you see these three sections of the hotbar. If I put it in, all three of them are in. If I take another torch and I have 6 now, 3 of them, watch me put it in. Boom! So now the first 6 slots are put into the thing. But if I take another one, if I put the entire inventory hotbar into the shelves, it is probably the best feature I've seen in a long time. And each shelf has an interesting back design as well. So you could probably use this as like vertical slabs. You can do whatever you want with this. I've seen some builds that people have made, and I'm just like, damn, these are some good builds that they've really put forward. But yeah, so this is what's basically been added to the game. The shells, I think, are the best one, if you ask me. The bookshelves can also be used as a redstone component. I think depending on which slot you put your items in it, they will give off a certain redstone signal power. I think it was the first slot it will power up 1 redstone, and then the second slot is 2 redstone strength, and then the third slot is 4. It's very binary, very simple, and very easy to use. But the copper golem, being able to like sort your chest out and also being able to become a statue, and you can use it in builds and stuff. Man, I am so glad they added this. This is such a great update. And the copper nugget as well, being able to make all these things. Let me also just show if there's anything else that I may have missed. I don't think I've missed anything. The doors were already there, trapdoor were already there, but this is new. The bars, as I said, are made. These are mostly the same. We've had the bulb and stuff from 1.21, the trial chambers. Oh, yes, I almost forgot. I kind of showed it. You kind of saw it a little bit. But a horse was wearing a copper horse armor. So I guess now you can find these in chests now. The horses really look good with the copper horse armor. I think you saw it a little bit, but you may have to rewind a bit. But they were in copper horse armor now, and you can find those in chests now. I actually recently was in my world. I was in the end city, and I found the copper horse armor in one of the end cities. So that's an example. Yeah, so I think that's basically it that's been added. So, yeah, this copper update is actually really, really cool. Like, I'm actually glad about it. And I'm glad that we get to see the golems give the flower to him. But, I like the copper golem. It's much better now than it was before. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen. So, this is the copper age, and look at my little plushie on my head. It's so cute, and I'm wearing his shirt as well. I had this shirt from the moment he had lost the vote, but I think we should stop calling this guy a mob vote loser. He's a winner in this book, because he's literally the winner. He literally got in anyway, so I'm happy about that. And it also sets a they may even add other mob vote people as well. So I don't think he's a mob vote loser anymore. I think he's a winner as well. We won as a community. We won, basically. So yeah. So leave a like for the copper golem. leave a like for the copper golem, and on the copper armor and pretty much everything copper that has been added to this. I'm gonna be. I've been playing around with the torches and the lanterns. It's been fun. But yeah, and the shells as well. The shells are so cool, by the way. So the shells are really good. But leave a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell for more update, drop showcase. Sorry, like these, and yeah, see you in the next drop. Which I've been hearing some things going around. This next drop is pretty cool, and it's gonna change PvP forever. But we will get to that when it comes out. I'll see you guys in the next one.